GT's best racing game of E306 is months away from release, and anyone looking forward to stocking their next-gen sports car garage will be treated to an online racing experience like no other in Test Drive Unlimited. Test Drive on 360 takes the multiplayer features of an MMO and combines them with the open road. In other words, most of the people driving around with you will be real humans. All the action takes place on 1,000 miles of Hawaiian roads across the entire map of Oahu. According to developers, it's accurate down to the block. You begin the game by choosing from 8 different characters, all waiting in line at the gate to catch a flight to Hawaii. Once you land on the island, you have to pick up a rental at the airport and head over to the real estate office to buy your first slice of heaven. Houses are rated based upon how big their garages are. The bigger the garage, the higher the price. Once you've decided upon where you're going to live, it's time to head to the dealership to choose your very first vehicle. How much you drop to buy the house will ultimately determine which licensed car you buy. If you went cheap on the abode, then stop at the Audi dealer for some nice wheels. If you wanted that 6-car garage, you're going to have to start by filling it with Chevrolets. From here, you're thrust into your very first event, a simple checkpoint race across a few miles of terrain. Win the race, and you'll start recouping the life savings you spent on the house and car. Upon wrapping up your first checkered flag, you're rewarded with R&R back at the crib. Here you can change your driver's appearance as well as his wardrobe. You can also check the latest news, find your ranking, or check your photo album, and otherwise reset from a long day on the road. But you can't stay at home for long. Eventually you're going to return to the streets for some more action, and on the island, there's plenty. Your trusty GPS system will lead you to important locations.
At the next intersection, turn right.
And an island-wide map clues you into where the action is taking place. To enter, you simply drive up to the spot on the map and press the A button. Events include time trials, beating radar speed traps, or taxing commuters around the tropical paradise. If you're just out for a joyride, be careful not to exceed the speed limit or use other vehicles for target practice, or you might alert the authorities. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about attracting cops during races, but you'll still want to avoid as many high-speed collisions as possible. Transport missions are the easiest way to make money in a hurry. You play the role of good citizen and cheerfully help random billionaires courier their super luxury sports cars from one part of the island to another. Your reward for these missions is a straight fee, minus any damage you do to the car. The challenge is to resist the temptation to gun these supercars up to 200 miles an hour and ram them into slow-moving vehicles. It sounds easy, but it's hard to exercise patience in a car that can go from 0 to 100 in a few seconds. Once you start earning some cash, you can use it to buy new sets of wheels, less accessories, clothes, and additional real estate for storing your rapidly expanding collection. Even if you wrap your beauties around a tree, they never take damage. This makes sense for an MMO because you don't really want to trash the Ferrari you just spent 3 weeks of game time saving for. Once Test Drive Unlimited gains an online following, the real competition will begin. Anyone can set up a race or issue challenges by pulling up next to another player, rolling down the window, and asking them if they want to go. You'll also be able to trade and purchase cars over the internet, and rumor has it you'll be able to stream your local radio stations into the car stereo if the stations the game provides aren't getting it done. With its persistent world, Test Drive Unlimited was one of the most eagerly anticipated Xbox 360 driving games. It's also slated for release on the PC, PS2, and PSP, though we'll have to wait and see what sacrifices have to be made for those versions when it races into stores this September.